Well, yes, it is Travel Tuesday, and you know what? It's known as the Garden Province of South Africa. I'm talking about KZN, KwaZulu-Natal, which is full of culture, history, and splendid beauty. And with the holiday season around the corner, why not keep it local and explore the northern part of KZN, boasting a stunning African savanna and much, much more.
It's Tuesday travel time again, and we're investigating romantic destinations at the moment, something like our relationships we all need to put a little effort into from time to time. We welcome back Lauren and Vaughan from thetravelmanual.com, a brilliant travel resource and blog out there. And they share their incredible journeys with us, and we're going to ask them to do that right now. One of their top choices, of course, over Istanbul last week, which was great, a little bit further afield. This morning we bring it back home to something truly magical here in South Africa. We're talking about Northern KZN. Guys, welcome back. Awesome to connect with you again. I loved our little exploration into Istanbul, but a lot of people need to bring it a little closer to home from an expense point of view. And we have some of the best travel destinations in the world here in South Africa. What makes Northern KZN such a great place to go as a couple?
Well, it's one of those regions, it's still relatively, you can find relatively secluded spots. You can still find deserted beaches, and you can choose their coastal forests, their wetlands, and game reserves as well.
The natural beauty,
yes.
100%. It's a beautiful part of South Africa, I think relatively untouched. So, yeah.
And there's snorkeling and diving too, which is wonderful. The water's warm.
It's rich in marine life, wonderful snorkeling and diving opportunities. Yeah,
and I think it offers something for both sides of the relationship as well, which is really good. And I know there are some great pamper spots there as well, but I definitely choose to get up close and personal with the nature. So some travel tips going to that part of the world, Vaughan?
So, one of the things we did, we stayed on a houseboat on Lake Jazini, which is a massive, massive dam, actually. And it was amazing. There's tiger fishing. There's a jacuzzi on our houseboat, so it's totally romantic. At night the fireflies pull out, and it's just this show is spectacular. Yeah, and then there's also the Shishlui Mfuluzi Game Reserve. So just a variation in things to do. So you can go on safaris and bush escapes, and amazing.
And something that I really enjoyed was camping in a coastal forest in Rocktail Bay Camp. So it's a bit of luxury. You're glamping.
It really is. It's 5-star.
It's 5-star luxury.
There's nothing wrong with that, guys. We don't judge. If you want to camp in 5-star luxury, it is perfectly all right. So I mentioned, obviously, this being a less expensive option than traveling abroad. What is it going to cost you to travel in this part of the world, Vaughan?
Well, there's something for every budget in Northern KZN, and really there's a huge variety of accommodation. We got to experience a little bit of all the luxury and budget-wise, which is fantastic. So it really does offer, depending on what you've got in the bank. Yeah.
Rent yourself a 4x4 and go.
100%.
I love that. So a couple of tips or things to be aware of before we head to that part of the world.
So as you mentioned, 4x4s, I think just definitely check with your place of accommodation. Is it accessible without a 4x4? Because you could find yourself in trouble.
A lot of difficult lock needed in that part of the world.
Totally, and lots of sandy areas. And then it's also it can get really hot and it can get humid. So sunblock, mosquito repellent, light clothes for the evening, maybe a mosquito net, and you're sorted.
Oh, I love it. It's quintessential South Africa to me, man. I've loved my excursions in that part of the world. Guys, thank you so much. I am inspired. You might not see me here next week because I'm traveling in Northern KZN. But local can definitely be lacquer. And with so much on our doorstep, there really is something for everyone out there. So thank you again to Lauren and Vaughan for sharing your travel journey with us. You can find them at thetravelmanual.com, a brilliant resource if you're inspired to explore the world like I am. Now, next week's third romantic choice is a certain little island in the Indian Ocean, and one that I have actually had the great pleasure and joy of experiencing firsthand as a couple. And it's very pua pua, so you better tune in next Tuesday for that one.